For our next story, let's stay with the wolves. The European Union may have declared war on them, but historically, humans have shared a deep relationship with these animals. This is especially true for Native Americans. According to lore, wolves were revered as wise beings. They were viewed as pathfinders, not just in the literal, but also the spiritual sense of the word. Wolves were given the status or stature of teachers. And that is curious. After all, isn't that what teachers really are? They are humanity's pathfinders. Teachers not only arm us with necessary skill sets, they also extend themselves beyond disciplinary boundaries. They have the power to build or destroy minds. And I'm talking about this tonight because today, India is celebrating Teachers' Day. It's an annual celebration to highlight the importance of teachers in our life and to recognize their contribution, which has existed since the beginning of education itself. In ancient Egypt and Mesopotamian civilizations, priests played the role of teachers. Students were often taught in temples. The methods were rigorous and discipline was harsh. In ancient China, teachers focused on morality in education. They trained students to develop moral sensitivity. In ancient India, gurukuls acted as the center of learning. Pupils resided in them till their education was complete. So education and life sort of became intertwined. It involved everything from prayer and worship to discussions on philosophy, morality, and the law. And this was thousands of years ago. Over time, education has evolved. It started with bamboo books and papyrus scrolls, then went from blackboards to smart boards in classrooms. During the pandemic, it shifted to Zoom classrooms. And now ABC has become GPT as AI is disrupting education. Bots are drawing up lesson plans for teachers and helping students with essays and maths problems. The role of teachers has also changed, from being sages on stages to facilitating learning, leaving us with one question: who is a teacher anymore? After all, anyone can learn new skills from YouTube videos or write a verse with a little help from ChatGPT. This affects how we look at our teachers too. Reports say teacher morale is at a low point today. It is fueled by low pay and lack of respect for what they do. Teachers rank 7th in the global poll on 14 respected professions, 7th. The world over, only 36% people believe that students respect their teachers. That's awfully low. In many countries, teachers are paid less than what they consider fair. Some of the worst paying countries are the Slovak Republic, the Czech Republic, and Poland. And this is so confusing, especially as historically speaking, teachers were put on pedestals. They play a crucial role in our lives. Good teaching has hardly been about simply imparting knowledge or information. It is both complex and elusive. Teachers can help students become the best versions of themselves. They elicit response, they challenge thinking. They even push us to think deeply. They can change our lives completely. In fact, let me ask you this. Has a teacher ever made a real difference in your life? Be it an educator or a mentor. A sea of faces is probably floating through your mind. That's because each teacher's unique personality, their eccentricities, their unnerving tactics are etched in our memory. Every one of them impacted us in some way. Historian Henry Adams once said, "A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops." And he was right. Research agrees with this. Having a good 4th grade teacher makes a student more likely to go to college. Having a good teacher means students grow up to earn more, about $25,000 more over a lifetime than they would otherwise. A great teacher for a single year between 4th and 8th grades means students earn more in their late 20s. Positive high school teachers can do wonders. When teachers have high expectations of their students, they produce more students completing college. Teachers across the world know the power they hold, and every day they show up, many in difficult situations. Like Indian teacher Ranjit Singh Disale. He teaches young girls belonging to a tribal community at a rundown building in a village in Maharashtra. Before him, attendance was as low as 2% in this village, and teen marriage was rampant. But today, teen marriage is non-existent here, and attendance stands at 100%. Another example is Kenyan science teacher Peter Tabichi. He gives away 80%, 80% of his income to help students at a poorly equipped school. These students could not otherwise afford uniforms and books. And these may be extraordinary stories, but every teacher plays a remarkable role. Our teachers make us who we are. And when we get lucky with a teacher, we get really lucky. So if you haven't already, make sure you call or message your teacher and thank them today.